Hello, everyone, and welcome to our program, The Money Closet, where we continue to share knowledge and tips on how to, build stable financial future, as well as successful businesses that help us to live a successful life. After we've put so much uh, energy and effort in our day-to-day activities. Today we are going to focus on, talking about how to deal with a dissatisfied customer. I think you've heard many people say that most of the time customer is the king, and we can only say that it's easier said than done. And we need to ask ourselves, when customers walk in our shops, when they walk in our offices, what is the customer looking for? Is the customer just interested in a particular product, or the customer is interested in that satisfaction and the feeling that comes out when they receive that product or service? And you've come to realize that when a customer is dissatisfied, they can do more harm as compared to one customer who is satisfied. And therefore, it's very key for us to understand how to deal with a customer when they have not been able to achieve that satisfaction that they were looking for when they were coming to purchase your product or your service. And in this regard, I want to share with you 4 tips that will help us to just manage or deal with that negative energy that comes out when a customer receives a bad or poor service. And the first thing that we're talking about here is you have to be able to hear out that customer. And the 4 points are going to be abbreviated by the word H.E.A.T. So the first letter H stands for hearing out your customer. You have to listen and find out what is it that has aggravated this customer. Is it the way they have been served, or is it generally that they were not able to get their expectation met by that particular product or the service? What is it? And when you hear out or you listen to the customer, you have to listen with an intention to understand. You cannot be listening to the customer and at the same time you are also competing to push up your point and to justify your position. The first thing, you have to be able to listen to the client. And once you listen to the customer, you have to empathize. That is the second letter, E. You have to empathize with the customer. Put yourself in the customer's shoes, assuming that you are on the other side. You are the one purchasing that product. You are the one receiving that kind of experience. What would you feel and what would you expect that be done of you? What would you expect and what is the service that you would expect to receive? And therefore, when you put yourself in the customer's shoes to empathize with the customer, you feel that there is a gap that has come in. There is a shortfall in the offering of the service. And therefore, you are able now to quickly think through to find out what is it that can be done to remedy this particular situation. The other letter is you have to apologize to this customer. It is not enough just to empathize, but you have to put yourself in the shoes of the client, and you must be able to apologize. Sometimes you even apologize not necessarily because you're the one who has committed the offense or have done that particular thing, but you're just doing that so that you can be able to bind the customer's confidence, and so that you can be able to retain the customer, and also to be able to maintain the customer in the long run. So sometimes you're even apologizing on behalf of someone. You're apologizing on behalf of the company. And this is a challenge because most people will keep on saying that it wasn't my mistake, it is the mistake of the manager, it is the problem of the boss, it is the way we work. And customers will never buy that, because when a customer comes to you, they want to buy that feeling, they want to buy that emotion. It is not the product that is bringing them to you. It is the fact that the customer want to feel satisfied when they have entered into your shop, when they have consumed of the purchase, the product from you. They want to feel that feeling of satisfaction that makes them want to come again. And the last letter is you have to take action. Once you have apologized to the customer, you have to now, remedy the whole mess by just taking action that brings back the customer to the norm, and that brings the customer back to the status quo. And therefore, many of the times when we just say, I'm sorry, it wasn't my mistake, And we leave it at that. For us to enjoy a sustainable customer experience and maintain customer loyalty in our businesses and in our offices, in our workplaces, we have to be able to take the heat. That is what what I've shared with you today. Take the heat of the customer. And the first letter we have said that hear out what the customer is talking about. Empathize with the customer. Apologize to the customer. And finally, take a corrective action that can be able to reinstate the customer's feeling and the emotion. And so I invite you to continue leveraging on these simple tips that could help us, to be successful in our businesses as well as in our places of work. Until next time, I wish you all the best and wishing you a fruitful day ahead. Continue watching our program for more, and I believe we are going to journey together to a successful future. God bless you, and thank you for watching.